about to go into the news. The news of the day, obviously, oops, all Iran. It just won't stop. The war. I thought it was over yesterday. Trump told me it was over. I believed him. I mean, and yet here we are. They're still talking about it. I don't understand. So, um, so anyway, we're gonna start with this video. This is Iran unleashes massive attacks on day 13 of war by CBS News. We'll see what kind of insights the people over at at CBS have. I'm sure they will be very objective, 100%.
Let's begin with CBS News senior national security correspondent Charlie D'Agata, continuing his reporting in Tel Aviv. Good morning, Charlie. Tell us about the latest attacks there.
Yeah, good morning, Errol. It has been another noisy night here in Israel and really across the Middle East, despite President Trump saying the war is won. Iran and its regional proxies unleashed coordinated attacks at multiple targets throughout.
Hasn't Iran been listening? Don't they know that the war's over? What are they doing?
The night.
The silly goose.
Overnight, Iran focused its attacks on the lifeblood of the region, small boats packed with explosives slamming into these oil tankers off the coast of Iraq.
I saw some pictures of that.
In Bahrain, fuel depots burned. The Bahraini government warning people to stay indoors to avoid inhaling poisonous fumes.
This is one of those things that I don't know if it actually would have happened if America and Israel didn't previously bomb Iran's gas stockpiles and stuff or whatever. I think that they're really heavily like just kind of like they're just letting America know that, like, anything that you do, we will do or whatever. And I think and Israel obviously, and I don't think America and Israel are used to that because they're used to fighting much weaker people than Iran, so that threat actually holds a little bit of weight. So, but let's see what else has happened.
Critical energy sites in Oman were also targeted. An Iranian drone filmed dive bombing into a storage facility in a direct hit.
Pretty
also
accurate.
Under fire, the Gulf's commercial infrastructure as another luxury high-rise in Dubai is struck by a drone. And in Kuwait, 2 people reportedly wounded in a strike on an apartment block. 6 U.S. soldiers died in the first 48 hours of the war at a tactical operations center in Kuwait.
That's sad.
That drone attack, CBS News has learned, was much more serious than previously reported.
Okay, I've also heard about this. I think a bunch more people were like seriously wounded than they let on initially. We'll see what else they have to say, but again, we shouldn't have our people over there. This is exactly what they're there for. They're there to be sitting ducks for Iran to hit. And our military, our president, our big beautiful boy up there, they do not give a single shit about these 6 members' lives.
Learned was much more serious.
Let me see
than
if I can pull them back up.
actions.
These 6 people, and also the other one, there's 7 now. They do not give a single flying shit about any of these people. I care more about them, and I'm an anti-imperialist who's very much against people joining our imperialist army. So, you know, like they are there to be sitting ducks for Iran to hit. They serve their duty according to American empire. I'm sorry, it sucks. I wish they didn't have to, but that is, you know, the situation that we put them in. So,
Center in Kuwait. That drone attack, CBS News has learned, was much more serious than previously reported. With more than 60 injured and 30 still hospitalized as of Tuesday, airlifted to a U.S. medical hub in Germany and being treated for brain injuries and shrapnel wounds. And
yeah,
overnight,
sounds
we're
pretty
learning
bad.
that another military facility in the region has been hit.
My
Smoke
tax
and
dollars.
flames rising above a...
Ah, man, I didn't know my tax dollars burned so black, man. That's crazy. All my tax dollars just, whoo, there they go, off and evaporating into the atmosphere to then cause everybody who lives on Earth cancer. What a great thing we do here in America.
U.S.-led coalition base in northern Iraq. U.S. and Israeli warplanes and missiles continued hitting targets across Iran. as Israel intensified its campaign against Iranian proxies, Hezbollah, in Lebanon, on another front in this widening war.
Yeah, Israel's going to start switching entirely over to Lebanon pretty soon here, I think. I just don't think they don't like. I think that they're going to realize pretty quickly that there's not a whole much more that they can do with Iran, and they would much rather fight somebody who like they have more of a chance of win. Like their classic bully move, right? Like someone like actually fights back and you take a couple hits and then it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go back to beating up like this scrawny little nerd over there who can't fight back. Like it's just classic bully shit. So I think Israel's gonna start like kind of phasing out the whole sending these long like planes or these planes on long rides over to Iran to do bombardments and just move over to just bombing the shit out of the civilian infrastructure in Lebanon, because the civilian infrastructure in Lebanon, it's a lot closer. It's a lot easier to bomb and there's not as much capabilities of Hezbollah to hit back, even though there's some still, but they can't hit back as hard as Iran does. So, but I think Iran has said that they're going to keep bombing Israel and ramp that up regardless of what Israel does. So it's not like they can really control what Iran does anyway.
While on the ground in Tehran, funerals for the hundreds of Iranians killed in this conflict.
We watched this yesterday.
As much an expression of mass rage as mourning.
I thought he was going to say something else. Oops.
So the death toll in Iran is now over 1,300, at least according to the regime there. And there is increasing evidence that the United States is responsible for the bombing of a girls' school that killed at least 175 people.
By the way, we read this article yesterday. If you want to see me read this article and, you know, in a humorous way, analyze, you know, the atrocities that we commit abroad, you can go see that on my YouTube channel.
Most of them children. It appears to have been struck by a Tomahawk cruise missile, and the U.S. is the only military in this conflict that uses that weapon. Darryl?
All right, very sobering. Charlie D'Agata, thank you.
In the last few minutes, Iranian state television...
Moving on a little too fast for me. I guess this is why other people pull up all their tabs ahead of time. I don't got the time for that. I just put it on a playlist and then we can watch it. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, it looks like the main thing I was hoping to get more video footage of was those tankers being hit. Like I said, I was told by my big beautiful president that the war was over and everything's safe. Keep sending your oil tankers through, and clearly that is not the case. So